it's CarzwithJC, and today we are going to be fitting a set of new coil packs and coil leads onto my Rover 25 Michael Jackson. These are the coil packs and coil leads I will be fitting. I'm fitting these because he's actually at the moment started to have a small misfire when cold and also when hot. So I bought a set of Lucas leads and a set of Lucas coil packs. In fact, I didn't buy these. Lovely Neil and Sophie did for me, which is a massive thanks to them. I really appreciate it, and it helps support the channel. Tools you're going to need to change the coil packs and coil leads is a 8mm socket to take out the bolts for the engine cover as well as the leads themselves. A ratchet, I've got a Sealy electric one because I'm lazy, and a magnetic pot to put the bolts in so I don't lose them.
Right, so the first thing you want to do is take this engine cover off. So the 3 bolts here, let's take them out. That's 1, number 2, that one. Also, key tip, remember the long ones go on the 2 outer and the short one goes in the middle there. And then you take this one off. I'm going to chuck the cover up there, out the way. So remember the way of the layout of the coil packs. You've got coil pack and coil pack. Coil lead goes through here to this one, and this one goes through to here. So the first thing you want to do is take the bolts out. That's 1. And that is 2. With this one you want to pull this coil pack out and bring it round here, because you need to get to these 2 bolts here. And then undo the 2 bolts on this coil pack. I can confirm these 2 and the leads are actually the original ones for the car. I believe, yeah, they come out of factory with Denso ones, but people on the forums actually recommend to use Lucas coil packs because apparently they're meant to be really good and actually last. So what you want to do is you want to take, well, you could actually just unplug this electrical connector. Just pops off by pressing this one here, and then you've got that coil lead and coil pack out, and then you want to pop this lead off as well. Bring this one up, and then you've got rid of that. So it's actually a super easy job this. Not long ago I changed the spark plugs about 3,000 miles ago, so I'm really sure it's not going to be that that's causing the misfire. So let's get started with fitting the actual new coil pack. So we've got the 2 new coil packs and the 2 new leads. What I normally do is I get this one in and plug it in. Make sure it clicks, or it might not actually click anymore because these aren't original. Yeah, just make sure that's fully on. Push it down so it locks in. Then I normally take this one and put this one on here and click that one in. And remember that one feeds over here. Stay. And then if we grab the other new one, this one goes here. Make sure you put it the right way around, Joe. Click this one on like that. Then this lead will then click on here and go over to there. So that one needs to go in there. Make sure that clicks in. This is going over here to this number 4. Make sure it clicks. They can be a pain sometimes. You should really put some grease on the end of these, but I ordered it but it still hasn't arrived, so I will do that. That is definitely on. So we want to put this one through here and make sure it stays. This one can come over a little bit and look into there like that. Make sure this one is in. Right, so just remember it like that, and then we need to put the 2 bolts back in. each one. That one goes in here and in there. I believe I read in the book that these you talk down to about 8 Newton meters, and same with the engine cover, but I don't actually have a small torque wrench, but I know that the electric ratchet won't do it too fast, because the minute it stops I know it's about right. So let's lock that one in. Right, I do want to tidy up these cables a little bit. Put that one like that, and that like that. Now that should be them in. So what I'm going to do now is start up the car. Let me just go get the keys, because you might as well check that it runs correctly before you actually put the engine cover on. Right, make sure it's in neutral, stir the petrol as Jason says, and give it a start. And that, to me, sounds like it's running absolutely perfect. So we'll cut it off and we'll put the engine cover back on. To me that sounds like it's running absolutely spot on compared to what it was. And what we'll do is we'll put the engine cover back on. Remember, the 2 long ones go on the ends. The one short one goes in the middle. And obviously don't over tight this, because this is literally a plastic cover going into the block. So you don't want to over tighten it, and it's about 8 Newton meters, I believe. That's on. And that is on. And that was literally probably a 5-minute job to change 2 coil packs and leads. So let's give it a drive and see if it runs hell of a lot better.
As we've now just fitted the coil packs and coil leads, I'm now leaving Michael Jackson to run up to temperature before we take him out for a drive, because once it gets to temperature, you'll then know if there is any intermittent misfire still, and then you can rectify it before you actually take it on the road and it ends up breaking down on you. But once that reaches temperature, we'll head out on the road and see if it has fixed my misfire.
I have let Michael Jackson get up to temperature, and let's now take him out for a quick test drive to see if these new coil packs have fixed his misfire. Right. Let me just get out my driveway. We're taking for a quick 5-minute run. Get him up to 60 miles an hour, which should actually fix the thing. I can already tell from just driving it down the road, it's literally fixed it. Honestly, it feels a complete different car. It was proper shaking at sometimes. Every morning I drive 19 miles to work and 19 miles back. Sometimes it can be 26 miles, depending which way I go each way. But from letting it warm up, because I let it warm up every morning, and it just shakes like nothing. And sometimes driving back from work, it would misfire, and it's been going through fuel like nothing, to the point I thought, oh, maybe it's got an injector fault or fuel pump fault with it being misfiring. So I've been chucking in the most expensive E5 premium Shell, whatever their fuel's called, in it, which cost a fortune, which I don't mind because it actually runs a hell of a lot better and seems to be doing, I worked out, 42 mpg, which is bloody brilliant for a little 1.4 engine. So I'm quite happy, to be honest. So if this has fixed it, I'm just going to continue putting V-Power, that's it, in it, and it should have fixed it. And I can already tell, apart from tailgating this bloody Citroen Picasso that's going far too slow, up this road it's absolutely fine. It's pulling, it's smooth, there's no misfire, there's no juddering, and that has obviously fixed it. Right, foot to the floor in 5th gear, absolutely spot on. We're up to 70. Now that was a good job, and I really am thankful to Neil and Sophie for sending me out the coil packs. Obviously, when Neil and Sophie was doing Bruce, when I bought MJ, I actually bought a set of coil packs and leads for it, but never fitted it because it didn't need them. So I sent them mine to fix Bruce, and then obviously Bruce, Neil's MG ZT 1.8 turbo ended up being an absolute waste of space of trying to save it and it breaking on him. So I then needed them, so I just said, oh Neil, I will pay for the postage and have my coil packs back, because obviously you won't need them, but I believe that it went with the car. So Neil just said, oh look Joe, I will buy you another set of coil packs, and in fact I will buy you even a better set, because the ones that I gave him and Sophie were Starline, and they were like cheap shit off of Euro car parts, where these are actual Lucas coil leads and coil packs, so they should be a hell of a lot of better quality and last me. I hate this junction. This car's going in here. Right, let's give it some beans. From 2nd gear, foot to the floor, let's get it past 4,000. We're all up to temperature. 5,000. 3rd gear. It is a different car. Absolute different. This power. I mean, for the 1.4K series, they are really nippy. I mean, you can overtake absolutely fine. I mean, where I go to work, I go up a dual carriageway and all sorts, and it just flies down the motorway. Like, I go to Neil's and Sophie's or Paul's yard, and it goes up the motorway beautifully. But there will be a new fleet member coming to the channel, probably towards the end of this month, start of March. So I am getting very excited. It's going to be another Rover, but I'm not going to say what it is or who I'm buying it from. You probably know who it is anyway. But I don't want to spoil it for the video, because I want to make an actual good video of going up there and picking it up. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, probably another 15-minute video, something like that. But we have now fixed Michael Jackson, and I am over the moon. Please leave a like, subscribe. Thank you so much for the continued support. I mean, we're way past 500 subscribers now. My videos are still getting fantastic views, so I'm ever so thankful. And I will see you in the next video. I think the next video is going to be reviewing a battery tester I got sent by a company. And I think that's going to be the video next. So I'll see you in that next video, and peace out. Cheers.